Jim, how are you feeling after that?
Delighted, as always. Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to win every game we go into, and we had really good feeling going into this afternoon's game. I knew it would be a decent game, and I said that pre-match that St Johnstone are a very good side. Prior to the last league game, they were unbeaten in 11 games, so we knew what to expect. But I'm very disappointed with the goals that we've conceded. We spoke yesterday and today about how direct St Johnstone are. They look to try and get in behind you. Stevie May never stops running. Wotherspoon always looking to run beyond, and that first one, we deal with the first header, but then Wotherspoon's quite clever. I'm not going to be over critical of Big Joe because he's been outstanding of late, but yeah, I mean, he puts his arm on Wotherspoon's shoulder and gives the referee a decision to make. The second goal again is disappointing. A fantastic finish, I have to say, from the St Johnstone player, but we need to deal with the initial cross better. We kind of slash at it. We don't get any distance on the clearance. Falls kindly to the St Johnstone boy, who does great on his weaker foot to go and knock it by Jack Annick. But look, the response and the reaction of the players is everything that I would expect from them anyway. To go 1 down, to show a good reaction. Ethan Errahan to get the equaliser. Then they go 2-1 down. You then could start thinking, it's going to be one of those days, but they're a great bunch of boys. They really are. They've got a real determination and a real desire about them to just never ever give in, and that's something that we talk about on a daily basis in training. It's something that we, in the small-sided games, nobody's allowed to throw the towel in. Doesn't matter if your team's getting beat 3 or 4-0. I expect them to keep going. I expect them to keep working hard, and I don't know how many times we've done that, but we've certainly came from losing positions, I think back to last season, to pick up a lot of points, and it's great that the players have still got that in them.
You mentioned that sometimes you'll look at it and you think maybe this isn't going to be our day, and going into the last 10 minutes still 2-1 down, how pleased were you with that determination from the boys, even after they get the equaliser, to keep pushing for the winner?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, there's no getting away from the fact that the red card just on half-time has a big role to play in the final outcome of the game, because he's a big player for St Johnstone. But I have to say, I thought the referee got that one right. I thought it was a rash tackle. I didn't think there was any attempt to play the ball, and thankfully Ilkay was okay off the back of it. But I've got a great squad now. In the starting 11, I knew there was going to be a bit of fatigue. I knew there was going to be tired legs. Lee Irwin played a lot longer than I had anticipated. I was going to give Lee an hour because he hasn't played a great deal, and he was one of the players that was really quite badly affected by the COVID, and we're only probably the last couple of weeks seeing Lee getting up to speed fitness wise. But Wee McCall coming off the bench makes a huge difference, and we took off Connolly and Durmus because of how deep St Johnstone were playing. There was no space in behind their backline anymore, so we had to tweak it, the formation a little bit. We got McCall on that far side, and he does what he does in terms of coming in on that left foot. But his ball for the second goal for Lee Irwin is brilliant. Picks up a great pocket of space, good ball for Tate, and Kyle just hangs it up to the back post. Lee Irwin gets his goal, which I thought his overall performance deserved. And then the dead ball, the free kick, McAllister's delivery is incredible, and delighted for John Obika. Beeks hadn't done a great deal wrong to find himself out of the team. I just wanted to freshen it up, and the big man didn't throw his toys out of the pram. There was no issue. He said he'd be ready when he was needed, and he certainly was.
3 goals midweek, 3 goals again today. It's been something that has been levelled at the team, not getting enough goals, not taking enough chances. How pleased are you to have scored 6 goals in the 2 games this week?
Yeah, and against really difficult opposition. Obviously, 3-2 midweek against Rangers was outstanding. First time we've scored 3 goals for God knows how long, and to do that again 3 days later is brilliant. But I think we are playing a lot better football now, on this run that we are on. And there's a lot more belief and confidence within the group, and we've got some really good technical players in the team, and they kept going. It would have been easy to chuck Joe Shaughnessy up front and just start going direct and putting balls into the St Johnstone box, but we didn't want to do that. I felt if we kept passing and kept probing, the opportunities would come, and thankfully they did that. So we're up to 8th in the table, which is great. We should have 3 games in hand on those teams around us, and hopefully when we get the decision from this appeal that's went in, hopefully we will get the opportunity to play for those other 6 points, because you know, we've already beaten Motherwell, we've already beaten Hamilton, and we can't afford to be just handing those teams 3 points. We believe that we're capable of beating those teams again, and if we were sitting here having played those games with 6 points extra on the board, then where would it be? 4th, 5th in the table. So let's hope we get the opportunity to play those teams on the park for those points.
Jim, well done today.
Thanks, James.